Jane. We're here.
Hello, Jean. I'm trying to get my YouTube up.
Trying to clean my glasses. It was fogging up earlier today when I was outside. It was so humid and yet warm at the same time. And I had to go into the doctor's office, so I had my mask on. It was like, oh, it all fogged up, and oh my goodness.
Hey,
I
Lisa.
could not see. Hey, Lisa.
Oh my gosh, all my emails are popping up. Hang on. Dang it. Up.
Let me see. What do I have here? Whoops.
Hello, Sherry. Hello out there. Hello. Hello.
Oh dear. Okay, let me see here. Let me straighten something out here.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Where is she?
Okay, now it's all
There's
good.
Lucy. Lucy's early.
Hey, Lisa, I saw your post. I love how yours came out. Love, love, love it. You know, because I tell you the truth, I really worried if I was making the steps clear or not. I was really worried, like, oh no. But you guys that have made them, you made them. I mean, which is really cool. I really like that.
There she is. Hello. Hello. Kathy. It's kind of like a YouTube mating call. Hello. Hello.
Oh. And I love that paper you use, Lisa. The printed one was so pretty.
Lisa said she only stopped the video 100 times.
Hey, I had to stop 100 times to make it. I tried to go slow because that's how my mind works when I do folding like that. And then I thought, well, I had to watch it several times myself when I played it back. I made a little short one, and I thought, no. I need to do this 2 times each time to let it really sink in, and then they can, rewind it as many times as they want. But ooh, Kathy had to work.
Me too.
Yikes.
Good. Do not be chatting. I don't
No
voice
chatting.
chat, no finger chat, no chat. No, just listen.
Hi, Diana.
Hey, Diana. Man, I didn't get home till 5:30, I guess it was. And then when I got home, I had gotten a delivery today. Well, Betty left it for me to open.
Mm-hmm.
And oh my God, am I in the doghouse?
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
And I'm sorry, but I didn't know that you couldn't pick up dry ice, so my fingers are burnt.
Oh my.
I didn't know it was dry ice. I just picked it up off the bottom of the. I ordered some stuff from that Omaha steak place.
Well, good thing you didn't lick it.
The cooler that it came in was almost as tall as Betty.
How many did you order? Like half at the cow or what?
And Betty said, "We don't have any room in the freezer."
I told her that 3 days.
Oh my God.
So did they leave that at the end of the driveway too?
No, they brought that right to the door. In fact, I had to call her this morning and wake her up and tell her, can you go get that big box off the front porch?
Hey, Jean. Jean must have left. She's back.
Oh my gosh.
She was the first one to get here, and she was the first one to leave.
Yes, she was.
She's into the first tonight.
Well, for all you people who don't know, Omaha Steaks is not about steaks anymore.
Really?
No.
They got lobster now?
Yeah, they have lobster, but they
Sea
have.
bass.
I got free shipping. I got 16 hamburgers. I got $40 off, and then I got lasagna. I got chicken parmesan. I got beef bourguignon. I
Mm.
got stuffed baked potatoes. I got chicken piccata. I got um roast. I got a pot roast. They got meals.
It sounds like it. Now, how long do you think this is going to last you?
Well,
Well,
we got to eat the stuff that we had to put in the refrigerator fast. Because everything comes in a box. Oh my gosh. What a mess.
what a mess indeed.
Where's everybody at?
2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Weeks. Yeah, yeah. Probably the stuff in the refrigerator you're probably going to eat in 2 weeks.
OMG.
Oh, that's funny.
And I don't know why they sent me 8 loaves of garlic bread. I'm like, ugh,
Were those freebies or it came with the meals?
hell, I don't know.
Probably came with the meals. Sounds like something
They're
that would.
garlic beignets or something. I don't know. But I'm like, where the hell are we going to put all of these? Did I order all these? I'm like, oh.
Is it like those small ones, like the baguettes?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I like those.
But there was 4. So there was like 16 of them. I'm like, oh my God.
Johnny says, Dad, Johnny, I swear that girl, she should not do giveaways. Because, for the whole time, she comes across as together and intelligent. And then she loses it at the end. And you go, how does this girl even function? She can't, at the end, she can't read. She can't count. She can't listen to what we tell her. I mean, she just loses it. She should not do giveaways at all.
I didn't burn them too badly, so I'm starting to get the feelings back in my fingertips.
Oh my gosh, that was so funny.
Betty said, that's dry ice, dear. And I was like, what's that mean?
Yeah, I remember we used to play. Well, we learned real quick, but like when the teacher used to put it out for like special effects or something, she gave us the whole riot act. Don't touch it, don't do this, blah blah blah. It's not like regular eyes. Yeah, yuck, 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 yuck. So we were all afraid of it. We thought it was going to explode or something. All of a sudden, the special effects wasn't even fun. It was scary. All right, ladies. So we're going to attempt live for everybody to laugh at me to make you guys be gentle now. When it comes to folding, I have a very what's the word? Just be gentle. That's all I can say. So we're gonna make one of these. Well, we're gonna make 2 so we can put it in our journal.
I'll just keep the comments to myself.
Okay. Okay, so we're gonna do this. Now, normally I would paint up the paper before I fold and cut it, but I'm afraid you won't be able to see, the marks and all that kind of stuff. So we'll paint one afterwards. So we're going to do that. And I hope you guys followed directions. And if you already started playing with yours, that you saved 2 of these, because these are the ones that are going to create that fold out that we're going to make. And it needs to be, intact, obviously, to come out that far.
Hey, Linda. Thank you, Lisa Jameson and Linda Morel, for my painty black papers. Thank you.
Yes, weren't those pretty? They probably forgot, but that's been 3 weeks ago. Okay, so you guys have these large construction papers, and what I did is I fold it lengthwise, and I have one marked out here to show you because I started to mark them and I said, the pencil is not going to work. You're not going to see what I'm talking about. So I did it with a marker because trust me, more than you, I need the marks already. I messed up some papers already last night. So, okay. So this is what we do. And we'll go over it several times. We're going to fold this in half. Okay. Now we want to make a mark. And this is kind of sort of backwards because that's just the way I do things. I'm sorry. This part right here. Oh, I can already tell it's going to be bad. This part right here represents, hold on, let me open up the other one. Let me keep this here so you know what I'm talking about. This 1/2 inch represents this end right here that goes into the actual book. All right. So that's where this 1/2 inch goes. Why I did it this way, this is how my mind works. You already know. Everything's backwards and upside down to me. So, so when you're looking at this, just so I don't confuse you more than I confuse myself, this 1/2 inch represents the part that gets attached to the book. All right. So let me write that down, and that way, when you gaze back at it, you go, what the heck is she talking about? So this, whoops, glue to book.
Kathy, quit watching and keep driving.
You'll really get confused. You try to watch this. Don't turn left. No, turn right. Oh no. Okay. So real quick, you go in 1.5 inches. You make a mark. You go over, and before I go any further, these marks can change into whatever you want them to be, depending the size of your book, the length you want this to be, and so on and so forth. I'm just showing you the measurements that I did to fit in this particular book that we're making, but you can change these to anything that you want. The only thing that I really would keep with is that 1.5 inches to give you that margin right here when you glue it, because you need to have this little flat surface there. So I would stick with the 1.5 inches and I would stick with the 1/2 inch, but the gap between all these can be as much as you want, and you can have it as long as you want it. It'll become clear what the significance of this 1/2 inch. Okay, so 1.5 inches from where you're going to bind it into your book. You measure 4 inches in this particular case, 4 inches. Then you make a mark of 1/2 inch. Then from the outer part of that 1/2 inch, you measure another 4 inches, mark 1/2 inch. At the outside of that 1/2 inch, another 4 inches. And you're going to have whatever you have left. That's what we're going to pull. In this particular case, because of the length. Oops.
Hey, Vanessa. Welcome back, Stasia.
Welcome, welcome. Because of the length that we're working with of this paper, it leaves us about 3 3/4. It just happened that way. No plan involved. The only real plan was 1.5 inches, 4 inches, 1/2 inch, 4 inches, 1/2 inch, 4 inches. Okay, clear as mud so far. All right. So then what we do.
So Jean said measure 4 inches from the 1.5 inch mark.
Correct.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Then
Yeah.
1/2 inch.
Yeah. So right here, you've got a 1/2 inch I mean, here I go. I'm messing it up already. You haven't. Why don't we just do a giveaway? Okay. 1.5 inches. Measure from here 4 inches. Measure from here 1/2 inch. Measure from here 4 inches. Measure from here half. Measure from here 4. And whatever's left is left. It doesn't matter. So now what we do, and let me show you again so you know exactly step by step what we're doing. We're going to cut the sections that are 4 inches. We're going to cut a straight line. We're not going to cut the 1.5 inches, and we're not going to cut the 1/2 inch mark, and we're not going to cut what's left over. We're only going to cut in between the 4-inch marks. Okay? So what happens when you do that, this 1/2 inch right here becomes this little section right here that makes it look like it's kind of sort of all glued together, but it's not glued together. This paper is just folded over. But because you have that 1/2 inch there, it keeps everything together and allows these diamond shapes to happen. And once you fold everything, it just folds into place like that. So it's very important that you do not cut into those 1/2 inch marks, because those 1/2 inch marks are those marks right here. Okay. Any questions so far? Any questions so far?
That was the only one so far, except for
Okay.
math.
Alrighty. So let me get my thing, my least favorite part. Okay, so now what we'll do is you get your X-Acto knife or whatever it is you use, whatever it is you use. So we'll start here, that 1/2 inch to where the 1.5 inch ends. So okay. Same thing, the next 4-inch section. And then we'll do the last 4-inch section.
I thought you said you only cut between the.
The 4-inch. Only between the 4 inches.
Oh, okay. I misunderstood. Good thing I
I
wasn't.
may have misspoke, so go ahead. Because if you understood it that way, others may have understood it the same way.
I was eating a sandwich, so I wasn't paying that close attention.
All right. Whoops. Let's go where we can see it. So you see what's going on here. Again, no cutting here. Cut between here and here, 4 inches. Don't cut the 1/2 inch. Cut the 4 inches. Don't cut the 1/2 inch. Cut the 4 inches. Okay? Now, all these numbers here, measurements, I should say, you're going to end up, as you can see, let's show you here on this one. You're going to end up making fold lines. And those fold lines directly correspond with all the measurements we already did up here. So whatever measurement you decide on for this demonstration, we're always going to be using these numbers. So over here on this end, whoops, on this end, what you would do, I already did it faintly with a pencil. What you would do over here is measure that 1.5 and then go over the 4 inches and mark that 1/2 inch, go over the 4 inches, mark that 1/2 inch and go over the 4 inches. You do that on both ends so that when you fold it, you're lining it up properly, because it's real easy to mess up the folds, you know. You know what I mean? Okay, so now what you're going to do after you've cut that up and after you have made your marks on this end, also on the other end, you want to do it on both sides so that you can line up your folds. Okay, so what you're going to do, I'm already messing up. What you're going to do is between here and here, you're going to fold in half. So that's why I put those marks, that you can at least match them up and you'll find the middle section. So what makes it easier for me, it may not make it easier for you. So whatever makes, makes it easier for you is I just kind of look at these and line them up, these two, and line them up. Or if it's easier for you to just find the center mark and line it up, it's whatever works for you. And then you fold. So you're folding basically between here and here. Make sense still? And now we're going to fold between here and here. Okay. And so I just line those up. Gives me the center. Make sure it lines up on the other end. And fold that in half.
Fold on the 2-inch mark of the 4-inch line, Jean.
Yeah.
So you're going to fold the 4-inch cut
In half. Correctamundo. Okay, so now you've got these halfway decent marks along here. Correct. Now you're going to want these all to fold up. Where's our sample one?
Oh, she
And
just
it's
said
perfect.
my dessert is ready.
Ooh.
It's too hot though.
Yeah, just pull it out.
And when I fold, like with any of the type of, quote unquote origami type folding, I make sure I fold everything both ways, because that makes the in and out so much easier when the folds, because they're going in sometimes in opposite directions. And so it's a lot easier when you do that. So now, out.
I'm buffering.
Is everybody else?
No, I think it's probably just me because it said chat disconnected. Please wait to try. Okay, Jean said what 2-inch? Okay.
I have no idea.
Jean needs you to show her again.
There is no two. Oh, what 2-inch? Susan was suggesting if you measure from here to here, there's 4 inches. If you count in the middle, that would be at a 2-inch mark.
So you're only going to fold the 4 inches in half. Each 4-inch you're going to fold in half.
Correct. You got that so far? Let's see if it works. So after we fold at the center of the 4 inches, which is two inches in, then we're going to fold them both ways, this way and this way, and that way. It's just to give it better, easier mobility for the action we're going to have it make. So we have to fold it both ways like that. Okay, so now we're going to fold this in half, and then we're going to
wad it up and throw it in the garbage.
so now we're going to get our fold.
Oh
Now, oh no, what?
no. Hola, Pinky.
There's the next fold. And then after we do this, then we're going to fold it yet another time, gently. Hey, these fun things aren't easy, you guys. That's why they're fun. That's why everybody doesn't do it.
Hey, Janice.
So now, just kind of straighten this up a little bit. You can see there's little angles or whatever. You see, kind of halfway measure it. Have the measurements be right. Kind of, whoops, see, that's all crooked right there. I didn't check the back before I did that. Check the front and the back before you fold. I straightened up the front and didn't straighten up the back. Shame on me. Don't do what I do. It'll still work, but make sure you check. Okay. Can you see what's going on yet, you guys? Is it making any sense to you guys?
Yeah. Now make another one.
You see? Okay. And honestly, until you actually physically do it, it may not even make sense to you. I mean, I read it over and over and over. It made no sense to me. And that's when I went to my husband. I says, come on, let's make one together. And once we started just folding, it made sense. But just looking at instructions, at least to me, made absolutely no sense. And then what I did with this one, because it was originally this size, then I just sat it, depending on, you know, your size of your book, I just sat it on there and then I cut it. Now, the way this gets attached to the book, let's go through all the steps first. And if we need to do it again, we'll do it again. So now I'll make a mark about what size I want this to be. So I'm going to cut it about right there because it was too long for that book. I don't know if this little blade will go through all this.
You need to go the other way.
I know, huh? You're right. And it probably won't go through anyway. But
Hey, Nancy.
let's do it the right way. Too thick. There's that little small blade that's just meant for curves.
Hey, Leslie. Yeah, this will jack with your mojo, Leslie.
I think I better get the trusty chopper out.
One cut.
Yeah,
That's
really.
what you need to name him. One cut.
One cut. Okay. Should have used him from the beginning.
See, we're senior one cut.
Okay, so now you have this. And now what you need to do is, I'll open it so you can see. right here, where you're going to connect it to the book, you need to cut about 1/4 of an inch. About 1/4 of an inch. Okay. 1/4 to 1/2 an inch, whatever you want. You'll see in a second. You decide. Then what you do is you see how we've got, the way we set this up, we've got 2 sections, one right here and one right here, or in the front or in the back, whatever you choose. I chose mine right here. And this, that 1/4 of an inch, will slide right into there. And then you can glue this down here and this to this back side right there. And it's all nice tucked right into here. But if you don't cut that slit, you can't center it. It'll be stuck up here on top. So you need to cut that little slit so that it's open on the top and the bottom so that you can get that to wedge right there in the center of this binding. Whoops, kind of
Hey,
hard.
Hassan.
Hi, Hassan.
Nancy said I was watching TV, then I realized, Rosemary, Puppo, and the gang are live. Leslie's sitting there waiting for her grocery order. Girl, just, you know what? Just log into omahasteaks.com.
And don't lick the ice.
Don't pick up the ice bag, no. And make
No,
sure you have plenty of room in your freezer.
Okay, before we go any further, those of you that are going to be doing this, do you have any questions? Do you think that you can just watch the replay and follow the directions? So you start off with a large piece of paper.
Well, I think, and this is just me, I'm not doing it and I never will. But if I was watching, I would want you to take a plain white piece of paper and I would want you to redraw your lines instead of having it already done.
What? Okay, but I can't get a white piece of paper because my white piece of paper isn't big enough. And I don't want to waste my time on something I won't be able to put in my journal.
Oh, shit. Okay, never mind.
I can do it with this, another one of these, though.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Yeah, I can do that. That's no problem. No problem at all.
Jean, put the vodka down for him just a minute. Hey, she probably worked all day. She's home chilling and relaxing.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here we go.
First, you take your paper.
I'm going to do it first with a pencil or a pen so that I have exact marks because, you know, this is thick. And then I'll highlight it with that. All right. So you get your paper. Fold it in half. Well, and because I'm backwards here, I have to start from this side. Sorry. Oh, so that you can see, let's draw a line because I know it's hard to see. It's hard for me to see, and I'm right here. All right. I'm just going to draw you the center line so you see what we're doing.
I don't think Jean's even in here. Jean, come to the front of the class, please.
I think Jean's gone. Was she asking questions?
Yeah, she wanted you to do it again.
Oh my gosh.
Okay, Jean, she has a fresh piece of paper. You're going to fold it in half, vertically, correct?
Correct.
Fold it in half vertically. Now, you're going to take your ruler and you're going to measure 1.5 inches. Make a line. Now, you're going to go down 4 inches, right?
Correct. And then a half.
A half inch. Then 4 inches.
And
And
then
then 4 inches. And you'll have the rest.
and then you'll have a leftover. Okay. Now we're going to cut here, 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 leaving the ends intact and leaving these 2 1/2-inch intact. So we're just making 3 cuts, 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Now,
So is that right? What I put in the chat? 1.5 inch, put a mark. 4 inches, put a mark. Half inch, put a mark. 4 inch, put a mark. Half inch, put a mark. 4 inch, put a mark, and then your leftover.
you're leftover.
Okay.
Ouch. Ow, ow. Okay. So now we're going to fold in the center here. 2-inch mark. This is 4 inches. So 2 inches in, we're going to fold in half. So 1.5 and 2 inches is what? Is that 3.5? No.
No.
2. 3.
2.
Huh?
2 inches is half of 4 inches.
No, but I got to include the 1.5. So it's 3.5 from the end of here to the center of here. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to try to set up the fold mark.
Then you cut only the 4-inch line. Then you fold each 4-inch slit in half, frontwards and backwards. And then you put your left foot in,
And then you do the
left foot out.
Isn't that the hokey pokey?
No, Jean. You're only going to fold the 4-inch slits, regardless of what's around it. You're only going to fold the 4-inch cut in half.
That's right. Don't forget it.
She was just saying your first fold is going to be 4.5 inches in.
No, it's 3.5.
3.5, because you have a 1.5 inch plus 2 inches of your 4-inch. So your first fold is 3.5 inches in.
Yeah.
Hey, Suzanne.
There's mathing, people.
Mathing.
So to give like measurements, because the other way I just did it, from place to place. So, I have to figure out the old-fashioned way, or else I won't know what I'm doing. I shouldn't have started trying to make it easier for you guys. I'm making it more difficult for me.
Yeah, and you're going to make it more difficult for them.
Yeah.
So you're going to cut only your 4-inch line, and then you're going to fold that 4-inch line in half.
I know what I'm going to do because I won't be able to see those marks doing it this way. And then I'll measure. I'll let you guys know what the measurements are.
Okay, I have mine made. You want to see it?
Yeah. Please, please. Okay, so now you're going to fold. Like you folded in the half here, you're going to fold in the half right here. Correctamundo, correctamundo. How many of you made already? Ooh, you hear the thunder, you guys? We're having really bad storms right now.
Yes, for the first fold, Jean, yes. Because your first line you made was 1.5 inches. And then you have your 4-inch slit. So you can either fold your 4-inch slit in half, or you can measure 3.5 inches from the edge of your paper and make your first fold.
Just take a screenshot of this. And that's what you do. I gotta fold these back. I did it one way, I gotta do it the other way. Clear as mud, you guys?
Yep.
Okay.
Hey, Tamar.
Hey, Tamar. Oops, I don't think I folded that both ways. See how it doesn't want to give if you don't fold it both ways? It will fight you. It will fight you every time. And it's still fighting me. I must have dominated the full one direction. Uh-oh, you hear that?
I don't hear nothing.
Ooh, lots of thunder out there.
Hold right there.
Say what?
Hold right there.
You talking to me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think she meant right there. So she's now sandwiching them into each other.
Yeah, so let me hold on. This is folding easier. I folded it so many times. So you've already folded in half, folding the 4-inch piece in half on both sections. 4 inches folded in half, 4 inches folded in half. Now you have that little contraption, like a honeycomb kind of look. And then you fold this into here, this into there, and this into there. So right?
Hang on, she's passing Terry the vodka. Hang on. Nancy says easy peasy.
Yay!
And Jean said she ain't drinking tonight.
Maybe you should be if you're going to try this.
He said, sorry, she's dyslexic. But so was Rosemary.
Oh, am I? And then we'll do the chopper. We'll do the chopper. Chopper, chopper. Yeah, a lot easier than this. A lot easier that way. And then make sure that we cut 1/4 of an inch. So we can stick it onto our journal. So are we are we kind of sort of okay? A fancy cootie catcher. Okay. Yeah, I know, Jean. Trust me. You know, that's the first time you're doing it. I'm not exaggerating. I must have had to do it about 5 times before I figured out before, I halfway got it into my head how it was supposed to work. And that was with the help of my husband. So don't be hard on yourself. She's going to watch it later. Yeah, I think you have to be like maybe 7 years old to figure out how to do this. Once you get a little bit older, it gets harder. Seriously, I think that's what happens. Okay, what size is this one? Do we need to make? Is this paper a little bit longer? It might be a little bit longer than the other one I was playing with. And if anything is a little bit longer, you can always cut it. That one end or the other you can cut. It's no big deal. All right, so then what you would have done is you would have painted it all before, at least what I did. I painted mine before I cut mine all up, into the shape. But like I said before, you wouldn't, I mean, if it was hard enough to see these folds on paper like that, it'd be really hard if I had already painted it. So let's go ahead and let's paint these up so we can stick them in the journal so I can show you exactly how we put them in the journal. How about that? Sound like a plan? Oh, ow, uh-oh. Put my foot in something, literally. And I was telling Susan earlier, I have the only place in this whole studio that's clean is right here. I dismantled over there on that side against that whole wall. I dismantled all the shelving that I had up there. Well, first I took everything off the shelving, and under some little drawers I had, and everything. So it's all on the table behind the monitor. It's on the floor. It's on the table in the kitchen part. Oh my goodness. So I have a lot of stuff to put back together again. Oh, and I have good news and bad news, people. I think I have to tell you the good news first. The workshop for the album, the Victorian album, is complete. The bad news, I can't find half of the videos. I don't know if the camera ate them up or hid them. I don't know if they're in my computer and it went somewhere where I didn't ask them to go. I honestly don't know. I've spent 2.5 days trying to find them. Can't find them because I hadn't named them because I hadn't saved them yet. They were just in there. So
Hey, Al.
the hard truth is if I don't find them like by tomorrow, I'm going to have to refilm that whole half. So
It's
just so
going to
you
take them a month to figure this piece of paper out. They're good.
yeah, but I don't like people buying something I don't get it to them in a timely fashion. That's what bothers me. I mean, I know they know they're going to get it, but it still bugs me, but I just want to let you know where we're on, that. Okay, I was like, oh my gosh, I was so excited because I was done, and oh lordy lord.
Hey,
Okay.
Mud. Brooks here.
But
Janet said, did you search by file date?
yeah, but see what happened is I hadn't filed it at all. Because the way I did it, the way I film, I don't film it on a regular camera. I use my webcam to do all of my filming. And it goes into a certain section. And I know it recorded because I saw it record and I saw it go off to wherever it goes. And then when I went there, only half of them were there. I've searched date. I know the little numbers that it gives the videos before I rename them. I know it would have been in sequence to the ones that are there because I didn't change those names to anything yet. Trying to use those sequence of numbers, nothing yet. So I don't know. My husband even helped me. I don't know. I don't know. So so obviously I'm taking a breather from that tonight and I'll concentrate on this, and who knows, maybe if I go fresh, tomorrow, boom, they're there. But I hope, but I'm not holding my breath. Okay. I'm not holding the old breath of Rooney. Let me get my colors. Now you can paint these, whatever method you like. But I like doing it on the jelly plate just because it puts a thinner coat and it dries so fast. My next favorite is putting it on with the credit card because again, it puts it on there super thin. I like it. And then my least favorite is with a brush because too much paint gets on there and it takes forever to dry. So nice and pretty and dirty, just the way I like it. And I saved my colors that we used last time. They're all here in my giant ice cream bucket. Because I knew if I put them away and then I tore the studio apart, I would never know what these colors were. So I said, keep them together, Rosemary, if you know what's good for you. Or else you're going to be in big doo-doo. You already are with the videos.
That's why you should just stick to mukbang.
I should stick to what?
Mukbang.
What the heck is that? Mukbang. Mukbang.
That's the eating videos.
Oh. I don't know about those stinking eating videos.
Man, did Miss Atier just take her cover over the top?
You know, Mary, I have to admire her so much. It's like she can take the simplest thing, like cut a piece of cardboard and glue the cardboards to it. I mean, a piece of paper to it, to like the umpteenth level. It's like, okay, how complicated can we get? Let's do it Mary's way.
And let me draw that bird. Holy cow, it looked so freaking awesome. I was just like sitting there with my mouth hanging open the whole time.
Yeah, Mary will do that.
Wow.
It's a mouth opener. She causes a couple of drools over here when I'm watching what she does.
I was just like, I don't know what she's talking about. You're gonna gold foil this, whatever. That's gonna look like a big old wrap necklace or something. Man, it looked like something you would have bought at the store.
Oh, Mary, she cracks me up. Let's use all these up. I think I can cover up the marks I made on them. Pretty sure. Pretty sure with the black, it'll cover it up. Yep. Mary does know how to add a little super duper twist to everything.
Man.
A double twist. Double whammy twist. Sorry, Brookie, we're not going to do nothing fancy. We're just covering up the paper with paint. Nothing fancy.
Jelly, jelly, fo felly, fee, fi, fo felly.
Billy.
Nancy, Mary was working on her Asian kit, the one that Rosemary has, the landscape one where you just glue the two pieces of cardboard together, paint them black, and then Rosemary gave you a picture to glue on there. Mary took the black tissue paper that Rosemary took the bird roller and did the gold bird print across. She drew that picture from that piece of tissue onto her piece of cardboard. Then she gold foiled it and then did the back too. And it is so freaking awesome. It's on. Did she do that Sunday night or Monday morning? Sunday night.
I don't remember because I watched it a different day. I'm sure there was.
I think she did it Sunday night, and it is just freaking awesome. In fact, it's her thumbnail. You can see it when you go to look for her video.
Yeah, look for black with a gold bird on it. Woo! Oh no! Too much, Rosemary. Too much. Too much. I don't want that much. Here I am talking about how fast it dries.
It was gorgeous.
So there, I just put a bunch of gold on a roller, go brrr, and there she is drawing and foiling.
And then on the back, she drew a freaking dragonfly. And she repositioned his tail to go up in the air instead of sticking out. And then she put a flower in there.
Which also was from the paper I sent. I was like, well,
well, like she said, usually I use my own things with Rosemary's Kaboodle kits, but this time I'm going to be forced because I don't have China things. And I'm going to have to use her things. But no, she just looked at yours and took it.
You took it to a whole different level.
Wow. Clap, clap, Mary Auntie. Clap, clap.
That's right. Whoa. Oh, I don't know what's wrong with me tonight. I'm just putting too much paint. I guess I don't want it to dry or something. I don't know what's going on.
Oh, man. I'm just whipped.
Brookie has to go in for another zap zit.
I'm sorry, I don't know what that means.
Well, no, to go in if she needs a zap zit. She was in the she just got out of the hospital. So about her heart. So they're gonna have to go back in, I think tomorrow or something, and double check to see if she needs a little zapper done to her. Hopefully not. Hopefully she's all zapped out. See how cool. Look. I think I need a little bit of something right there. Woohoo! I like how it looks. I like it. Okay, let's put this over here. Let it dry a little bit. Let's finish this booger up. I got a few more of those albums in.
Well, there ain't no video, so who wants them?
I thought you said don't worry about it. Now you're gonna make me worry about it all over again.
Oh, stop it.
Okay, so let's see. A little bit of maybe this. Maybe. Too much.
And see all that lid on that orange paint.
So sorry. I'm so
Yay, Kathy D is home.
Yay.
And she didn't chat the whole way. Good girl.
The working girl is home.
It's nothing but a lot of confusion. And if you're making this, you're going to have to watch the replay anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
Nancy wants to know if you got any horizontal albums.
Any horizontal albums?
Landscape.
I don't think so. I'll double check, but I think they were all the other direction.
Portrait.
Mm-hmm. Ooh, I like how that's coming out. What else? Do I have another one? I think I just have the paper. It isn't cut. It's easier to do it then. So I think I'll do another one in case I want to add a third. You just never know what I'm going to add to that.
Hey, Jennifer Dane. Jennifer's lurking because her back hurts.
Hey, Jennifer. Happy lurking. Whew, almost down to the end. Good thing I bought another one. And you know, this is like the cheapest paint you can get. And for what I do, I love it because I like the paint to be flat. And this is about as flat paint you can get.
That's Hobby Lobby.
Yeah. And I like that it's flat. A lot of people want the satin one, you know.
Well, Kathy, I'm glad you didn't fall asleep driving.
Yeah, really.
He was listening to all the measuring. My poor mama, she cracked 2 ribs.
Ouch. That hurt.
Hey, Elizabeth.
Hey, Elizabeth. Whoa, look at that. It really came out. I don't know what's wrong with this one.
Throw that in the garbage.
No, I love this color. Shame on you. Throw it in the garbage.
Man, if I opened up my ketchup bottle and it looked like that, I'd either throw it in the garbage after I whip somebody's butt for putting it back up like that.
Well, I really don't equate this to food, so I don't really have an issue with it.
I know, but it just reminds me of when you pop the ketchup top up. I can't stand for there to be anything on the ketchup top.
Well, how rude. This is starting to look like roasted tomatoes. Roasty, toasty tomatoes. Yay!
Kathy D said she decided not to use her photo album and instead has constructed a memory box from items at the Dollar Tree. Good for you.
She constructed what?
She says, I decided not to use my photo album and instead I have constructed a memory box from items at the Dollar Tree.
Oh, very good.
You know, she has all that crap from the Dollar Tree.
Oh, she's got stuff from everywhere. That girl can shop. Okay, I don't know if I'm going to be able to cover this all up, but I'm going to try. Should I try? Yeah, why not? Well, maybe not, because I might have to make a reference to this when somebody asks me. Now, what did you do there and there and there? So I better keep the one they're talking about so I don't get into more trouble. Okay, so I think that might be it for the covering up the papers. Clean this up a little bit. Okay. Very cool. Very cool. Clean that up a little bit more. Okay. Let me put this away. Let me clean that booger off of that spot right there.
Oh, Brooke said she has to go. She wanted to say hi and leave a thumb. Thank you for the fun.
Aw. Thank
Good night.
you. Take care. Hope
Good
it.
luck tomorrow. I don't know
Yeah.
if Rosemary got the story right, but good
Oh
luck.
my goodness. It's halfway right. I know they're gonna check her or the zapper. That's all I know. I don't know if it's like to recalibrate her or what. But she was in there for several days. I think they put a new one in, and then they have to go in and double check. I think. I don't know. Don't quote me.
Okay, she said you did.
All right. Let's see how under your drawing is.
Dang, Kathy D, did you buy it from Wish?
What did she wish for?
She said the estimated arrival of her music box is the last of October or November the 17th.
Oh, yeah. Where did you get it from?
Amazon
Oh, okay.
via China. Betty does the same thing. She orders everything from Amazon through China.
Hmm. I mine only took the one I got. I think it just took me like 3 days or something. Must have been a different company,
All right.
or maybe they're just backlogged now. Maybe they just had a supply here. Because I know a lot of the companies now that the AliExpress, they warehouse their stuff in Amazon now. So when you order it, it comes like right away.
Good night, Hassan.
Good night, son. Still a little tacky. Oh my goodness, you guys. I'm not a big buyer of goodies, but excuse me, I bought some today.
Oh, Lord. Please don't enable me on no digis.
I don't think you'll be into it. Well, maybe you
Okay.
will. I don't know. It's all bugs.
No.
They're all bugs. Oh my goodness. I haven't even printed them out. I just got them shortly before we went live. So I can't like show them to you printed out. But you all know who she is. I got it. The brand new release today from Already Made. And they're all bugs. The whole darn thing. I have ideas. I have ideas.
Pinky's been looking for worms.
Worms. I don't know if she's got worms. Well, yeah, like she's got a couple, sort of like those tomato worms, those green ones. There's a
That's
few.
what that looks like in chat.
What's
Those
that?
are hornworms or something.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think there's a few of those in there, but she's concentrating on like more boogie bugs, not just you know.
Oh, she meant bugs.
She's got other insects in there, but she kind of concentrates on what you and I would consider a bug, like beetles and stink bugs. And I don't think
Roaches.
I don't think I saw any spiders. I can't remember. I don't think I saw spiders. And there's a few butterflies, but more like a moth, not a butterfly.
Linda said she found some awesome fish stamps on Etsy, and thank you, Rosemary, for the fish.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, I was surprised that you didn't break down and buy one of those books the other night with all those plates.
You know why? Because I've done that before and then never done anything with them. And so in the past, if I hadn't bought it before, I probably would have jumped on it. But I know myself now. I know myself better now about what to buy and what not to buy. And I go, now it just ain't gonna happen.
I found one for $10.
Yeah. Oh, cool.
I didn't buy it because I know myself too.
Yeah. I jump on things if I know I'm gonna use it. Or if I already like. Sometimes I see something, I instantly know what I'm gonna do with it and how I'm gonna incorporate it into something I'm making, or I need it to finish off a group of stuff that I've been collecting for a project. If it doesn't fit that criteria anymore, I don't get it, even if I like it. For me now, it's just a matter of space and prioritizing what I'm going to do with my stuff. And how come this one is so much shorter? What happened here?
And your $50.
Yeah, yeah. Where can I spend that? You get a lot of stuff with that. Hey, like, okay, for instance, like the digital I just bought. She has the regular one, and then she has the one that whatever you call it, the additional one that has smaller doodads in it. Well, each one of them was three something. So, I paid under $7 and I got oodles of stuff that I already know what I'm going to do with it. When, that's like an itty bitty fraction of that book. And there wasn't half as many pictures as I have, because that one kit of hers, I think it has like 20 some pages. Just the
Look,
one.
look who's here. The Kaboodle Gold Medal champ.
Good thing she wasn't here and we were talking about her.
Man, Mary, we were talking all about you earlier.
Trash talk.
Ooh.
Yep, good thing. Trashing away. You'll have to go back and see how we did the fold. That's what we did today. That fold out folder thingamajigger.
Man, Mary, you took your cover was over the top, man. That was awesome. Your gold foiling.
Yeah, the foil queen. Foiled again. Now, I've got all this stuff, this real gilding stuff I've been putting together, a little tiny kit. She's going to foil over it. She'll foil over the real gold. Watch her. Just watch it. She's going to have to get a bet going. And of course, she's going to preface it. Oh, I don't have too much of this. I'm going to do it Rosemary's way, but oh well, let's just go ahead and foil everything.
I don't need this piece of paper she gave me for my cover. I'll put that inside.
Yeah.
Let's foil this mother.
I gotta get a little bit of that wet paint on. Well, my husband went to the urologist today, and surprise, surprise to him, the doctor wasn't there, and a woman doctor was. Now he knows how we feel.
Just a tad violated.
What's the name of those big giant Middle Eastern apparatus things that you smoke out of? There's a name for those big things. What are
A
they called?
hookah.
Okay, his new doctor is opening up a hookah bar here down here on downtown. She was telling him all about it, and it sounds like it's gonna be a pretty cool place. I mean, they're gonna have food and they're gonna have dancing and big old hookahs in the corner.
Yes, this is the fold out, Mary.
So
It probably won't work now that it's got paint all over it.
it better. I have to refold it, I'm sure. Maybe not. Maybe it's resilient. No, it's not resilient. It all got kind of flattened out with all that moisture and then the heat and everything else. So how am I going to do this without having to remeasure it all? I don't want to go through all that. Let me see if I can do it just lining it up. I don't think so because I see that it's not doing what I want it to do. Oh, it almost is. It almost is. Does anybody live in the Carolinas out there? Have they been following that crazy? Oh yeah, okay. Remember I told you about that older lady that filled me in on the Petito thing?
Yeah.
Okay, well she filled me in on another one this week. This one's down in South Carolina. Very interesting stuff. And where does that get from? I don't want to have to measure everything again.
OMG, fold the slits in half.
It doesn't work it's not that simple. Because you got to line it up and look at it. And
Miss Hilaire over here is in South Carolina.
Okay, it's the Murdoch. Do you know everything about what's going on with the Murdoch?
Oh yeah, the Murdochs, yeah.
No, my gosh, I didn't know anything about it till she told me.
He's the one that his wife and son, he came home and found his wife and son dead, and then he paid somebody to shoot him.
Yeah. And now they're investigating. He's the lead suspect for their death. I knew it all along. It was just right out of a TV show. Okay.
Oh,
now,
she lives in the town where he's from.
Oh no, then she knows all about it.
You know what? He's a big old baby Huey looking dude.
See, she knows everything. She might even be a relative. Carolina, people know each other. They never leave the town. Okay, so it did go back kind of halfway easy. Okay. And it's still a little sticky because it's still a little wet.
Okay.
But I think, I don't know, it might stick. Maybe I shouldn't glue it in there yet.
Walk over the border. Get a work.
Let that breathe a little bit. Let me fold the other one. See if it will fold up.
No, she only knows what she's seen in the headlines.
Who? Oh, her?
Yeah.
Well, that doesn't mean you just can't make it up, just like everybody else.
Yeah, you'll have to several times, Mary.
Yeah, this is not for the faint of heart.
Lana said her. I have a name.
Her who?
Lana.
Oh, why you didn't refer her to her name, or I did?
You did.
Oh. Well, excuse me. I did not mean to offend. Our number one person that's here every time loyally, and there I go insulting her. How rude.
She said it's okay to say my name.
Okay.
At least here, Lana, we won't tell you what to go do with yourself. So yeah, that's a pretty interesting situation they have going on with that Murdoch.
Yeah, it's like it's like you're making up the story. It's so ridiculous.
I hadn't heard of that one, Kathy. La Brea? No.
Oh, she's talking about a real show.
Yeah. I like to watch that show with Kelly. I can't remember her name, but she used to work for the criminal justice department here in Harris County. And she has a show now called Cold Justice. And she goes to all these different towns and works with their police department on their cold cases. Mary said her Kaboodle is going to be fat. She's glad it has an expandable spoob. Did you do a tutorial on the spoob?
Yeah, but see the whole point, Mary, in case you missed the concept, is it's expandable for when you add on to it afterwards as a journal, not to add on to it before you add on to it. There's not going to be anywhere to expand to. She's making it humongous. It'll be interesting. It'll be the first expandable with an alligator.
Yeah, but you know what? She can make as many mountains and or peaks and valleys as she wants and put.
Well, she did. She added a whole bunch, but she's making each signature super fat. So, yeah. So it doesn't matter how much expands if you've already got a lot of paper in each hill or valley.
It's going to be like the crisscross book. That's all right, Mary. You do whatever you want to your Kaboodle.
That's right. Okay. This is still a little sticky. The other one's a little bit better. We can glue this one in probably. Yeah, I think we can glue that in. Just so we can see how it's coming along. Okay, so I'm going to put it here in the second section.
I lost chat.
Uh-oh.
Hang on, ladies. I'm coming back. Okay, here we go. Nancy said, my spoob is better than your spoob, Mary. Mary said, I guess I will have to take out some of those luscious painty papers. Oh, yeah, because she's trying to use up her stuff. And she almost rammed that wax paper box painty paper dispenser up my nose through the camera that night.
Mary, just make 2 journals.
Yeah.
You got all the stuff there already. Just make
Yeah.
2.
And you have some awesome painty papers. You may as well display them in something cool.
That's right.
Behind that golden sparrow on the cover.
Yeah. I think I'll put glue this because that gets a lot of action. First of all, I was gonna put some tape there. I was like, no, you know what? I'm gonna put some glue.
That's right, Allie. Allie said the difference between an expandable spine and a spoob is that a spoob has fatter signatures.
That's right. It's a spastic spine, is what it is. So anyway, you have a lot of areas you can choose where you want to put this. Like I mentioned before, if you just got here, you can put it in the front. Mine happens to be inside, but yours can go wherever you want. So you've got like about 4 places you can put it. Front, back, and then there's these 2 center sections. So whatever you guys choose.
Hey, Janice, did you know that you can't run through a campground? I don't know if she's out there.
You know she is. All right, so now remember now, you guys, you got to put a little slit.
No, you cannot. She's here. She said, I can if I want. You cannot run through a campground. You can only ran because it's past tense.
I thought that was such a good one. Some people are still going, what? What did she just say?
Geneva!
Geneva!
I know. I told Betty the one. I said 2 guys walked into a bar. The other one ducked. The third one ducked, and she said, "What? What? Are you so stupid?" That's right. Look at Geneva. What's up? Peace.
All right. So you got one glued to one side, another one glued to the other side. And ooh, thunder's starting again. Voila. There it is.
It's so thin.
What? Then go watch Mary's.
Did she put that on just one mountain fold?
Yes.
Yes. And why?
Huh?
Well, because Mary, the end of your, and correct me if I'm wrong, the end of this pull out piece, you will have 2 pieces, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you glue each side of the mountain, right? You glue a piece to each side of the mountain.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So you're gluing one side on one side of the mountain and one side on the other side of the mountain.
There's the mountain. Here's another one. We cut 1/4 inch at the end of that fold. This is where the 1.5 inch fold is. We cut about 1/4 inch slit. and then that slides right into that valley. You've created your own little valley, and it's or mountain, whatever you want to call it, and it goes right in there, and you glue it in there. You see that? It goes right there.
Nothing, Elizabeth. I don't even know. I bought her a freezer full of meat.
That she can cook for you.
I forgot to tell you that was for your birthday. No, I'm sorry. She said she already hinted that she wanted a new vacuum cleaner, even though we just bought one not too long ago, but it's too heavy. So I'm like, no, until you go to the store and you pick them up and you vacuum the floor at the store and make sure that it's not too heavy.
Yeah, you're not going to waste your time, right?
Then she wanted one of those stand up mixers, but I'm like, no, because that'll just make my butt grow. So that's not going to happen. I don't even know.
I have an orange one of those.
Oh no, no fluffy pink robe. She won't even wear a robe. Lisa said, "Oh my God, my second was way better." I don't know if that's her second husband, her second helping of dinner. I'm not sure.
Well, if your second one's better, I'm very proud of you because it took me about 5 of these.
That's what I want to get her, Janice, a Generac generator
Yeah.
for the whole house. When the power goes out, you're like, hello.
Turn the air on, please.
Oh my God, after going through that freaking hell freezing
Yeah.
over in March.
Yeah, it's better to say, put this the heater on, please.
OMG. Just give me some light. I was so tired of walking around with my eyes wide open for days.
Oh, I bet.
Second vacuum. There you go.
Oh, I need to trim that one. That paper was longer. Anyway, you get the idea. I don't want to squish it too much because it's a little tacky. I don't want it to glue onto itself. But
Everybody
okay.
needs a generator. Oh, hell no. I'm not getting her a puppy.
All right, so I want to trim this.
We're getting a new couch.
Yeah, how many things does she need?
Yeah, really. I got a freezer full of meat and a new couch and a new bedroom suit. Hello.
Maybe she preferred a bedroom dress instead of a suit.
Senior one snip.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, I don't want that kind, Linda. I want whenever the power goes out, the power comes on. It's like within seconds.
All right. So back, I'm going to pull this out because I don't want it to stick. Yep, so you can see it's going to stick. All right, so let me leave this out here like this so it can dry. Let me pull out the other one so it can fully dry. It's a tiny bit tacky too.
No, Kathy D. They do not.
What?
I don't know. I'm a liar. I don't think so. I think aren't they run off of natural gas?
It depends. There's different kinds. That's what you got to determine what you want and which one lasts longer, depending on the type you get.
Yeah, that's what I want. I want the one that hooks up to the natural gas. I think they're like 13,000 or something like that.
What? I didn't know there was that much. My husband was talking about those.
Oh yeah. Depending on how much you want to run. I mean, you want it to run your central air and heat, you want it to run your refrigerator, and you want it to run your TV and your cable box and your
Yeah, all the essentials. Anyway, so now based on what we've already put in ours, you should have at least 2 that are available. Mine happen to be in the front and in the back. So if you wanted to make some other kind of a thing, to attach to it, just keep those 2 in mind. You can do it. If you wanted to make like a large pocket that could put a lot of things into it, you could be able to attach it in there very, very easily. So, just try to be creative in what you want to put in there. Or you don't have to put anything. Nothing has to be there. Right? Right. It's all right. It's all right. Where's my drink? I'm thirsty.
maybe you could put a cartoon on it so when you pull it out, the cartoon will jump over a rock, and when you push it back, he will hop backwards over the rock.
Well, if I was that intelligent, maybe.
Or the rock will jump over him when you go back.
Oh,
No, Pinky, not 30,000 unless you're wanting to run a couple of central air and heat units. You may as well buy another house.
30,000. Yeah, with that 30 grand, just go find a hotel that's working somewhere. Go on vacation. Leave the state. Okay. So I don't know who it was. You might remember, Susan, when I was showing the other journal I did with the Chinese thread book thing. Somebody commented, "Oh, you should turn that into a lap book." Right?
Me.
Who?
Me.
You. I thought somebody in the audience did. That was you? Oh, okay. So I took that to heart, and so I was looking at what I was doing. Oh,
I think it was me. Ladies, don't let me take credit for it if I read it and thought I'd said
hey,
it.
I just heard you say it, but sometimes I just assume when you say stuff, somebody else said it. Anyway, unless you're if it's sarcastic, I figure you did. If it was just something normal, I figured you're just repeating something.
Oh, whatever. All these sarcastic ladies in here?
Well, Anyway, so I dug out all of anything that was halfway pertaining to anything out of my junk piles
Thank you, Lucy.
and put those.
He thinks it was me.
So what I'm going to do, I already glued these down. These are the beginnings. And I did it just like when we did the Renaissance one, except I didn't have anything going this way because hold on. Because this is going to be here. So instead of, the other pieces parts being part of it, this is going to be the only piece that goes this direction. Because it's so bulky and it's so big and it's going to be on the top. And I'm going to have to put, like a nice sturdy hinge, which because of the movement and the fact that this is paper, I think I'm going to make it out of fabric. So I think what I'll end up doing is putting a large hinge right here out of fabric. And then everything else this will lay on top of that. So give it a little bit of volume and oomph. But
You
so
need,
that's go
you
ahead.
need to read chat.
Why? Everybody's on your side. Of course you want me to read. Now she lets me read, ladies.
You can read it out loud if you
Now.
want to.
Never lets me. There had to be a reason why now.
Now, is this a lap book or a spineless book?
Well, it's got a spine.
Okay.
And so then on this side, I just put the you know how we started off the other one when we did the Renaissance one. We started all off with a bunch of envelopes. So that's what I did with this one. So this will end up, if you've been around since then, this whole section here and here will end up like those Renaissance books we did, except this will be with the Asian flair.
Ooh, Asian flair.
Oops. Which way? Oh, that goes that way. Wah, wah. I think it'll come out kind of cute, guys. So that's what's going on there. And then I'll figure out there's still going to be room for some stuff here because it's such a wide spine. Because see, even after I build that up, let's say it goes up another, inch after I stuff it with everything, it's still pretty big there. So I'll be able to, I haven't figured out what, but there'll be something going in here also. So I think this will look kind of cool once this is done. And I got to figure out what I'm going to put on the spine too. What else have I done? Not much.
Mary said that folded paper will not lay flat if one fills up the other folds on the left.
What is she talking about?
The folded paper will not lay flat if one fills up the other folds on the left.
Is she talking about this one? Is this what she's talking about?
Maybe.
I don't know.
You'll need a spun for it.
Mary, you were not here when we did the Renaissance ones.
Yeah, but you didn't have a freaking sewing box in the Renaissance kit.
It's not going to be a problem. That's why this hinge that's going to be here is going to be a fabric. That hinge is going to be long enough between here and here that will allow it to lay on top of whatever stuff I put here. So this is going to be done last because I'll already know how much room I need to leave so that when this goes like this, it's laying flat. It's not going to lay like that. Trust me. That's not the way I'm going to design it. It's going to be able to lift up because of the fabric. The fabric will be out like that and it'll lay flat. Not to worry. You'll be proud of me, Mary. You say, I knew that, Rosemary. She could do it. Okay. Next. Are these dry yet? Are these dry enough to glue anything to them? Probably not. The hinge needs to be a spine. No. See, now Mary makes up her own from what I do, and now she's trying to tell me how to make mine up from what she does. No, Mary. It ain't going to be no spine. It's going to be a hinge. I don't know if that's dry enough to glue anything to it. We might have to wait on that because it is a little tacky. Yeah, we're gonna have to wait. If I push it, then I'm gonna be sorry. Like, why didn't I just be patient and wait?
Lisa said since she's not making Asian, she made her folding thing out of matte paper.
Ooh.
Yeah, but matte paper's already got its own folds.
Oh, she got to refold. She got to refold. Okay, what should we do, guys? Because we can't glue on there. Well, I guess I could, but I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself.
Oh, out of a giant map book. Okay.
Okay, let's see. I do have some of these pieces left. Oh, but they're envelopes. I can't do that. I was gonna say maybe we can put something in here. Well, we could, but yeah, I don't want to do that. And these can still fit in that other book. I did it for the.
So why don't you make a pop-up book that when you open it, there's a Mad Hatter Tea Party?
Why don't you?
Well,
Come on, come on. You're better at pop-ups than me.
pop-offs, not pop-up.
Way better than me. Because that is even worse on my brain, trying to do a pop-up. I did that once. In my other group, we did a swap, and every page was some sort of a pop-up. Oh my goodness. I thought, why did I ever do this? And that was in the day when I participated in the swap. It was like, holy moly, I had to make 5 of them. I thought I was going to go insane.
Good night, Mary.
Good night,
She
Mary.
needs to say good night, and she loves your caboodles, Rosemary.
Oh, thank you.
See you in a couple hours, Mary.
I don't know how you guys do it.
Well, because I have to get up and go to work.
I guess what I could, no, we're not ready for that, but I guess I could show you. Well, okay. This. I put a button on the back of mine just because I had black buttons. If you have black buttons, that might be an option. The other thing would be if you put some kind of a brad up there, or if you have a crocodile, you could put one of those in there with a piece of paper, a round piece of paper to make it look like what do you call those things? Those envelopes that have the string that goes around, and you know what I mean. What do they call? There's a name for those things. Anyway, so that would be what you'd be thinking about right now. What you want to put to attach these strings to. I literally sewed the button onto my cardboard. You do not have to do that, but that to me is an option. Yes, enter office envelope. Thank you, Janice. I knew if she was here, she'd know the answer. And I have some in the other room, and I just couldn't remember what they were called. So that's an option to do it that way, or with the button. Or if you just have little brads, you can do it with the little brads. The way I did this. I'm sure you have bigger ones with bigger heads, but I did this with the little small one, and that works just fine also. Because that's what's right there. I just painted it black so it kind of blend in a little bit. So be thinking about that. Look around and rummaging around in your stuff and see what you might want to use on there. We'll do that next week. We'll put all this little apparatus together. And now what I used here, you'd be looking at your stuff. I just used a twig from my yard. But if you have like chopsticks, that would look super cool right there. What else could you use?
A pencil.
A pencil? Wouldn't that be a little big?
Well,
I don't know. But anyway, be looking around for something you might want to put there. You might have an old, maybe some old piece of bone. Get something creepy. I don't know. Okay. So be thinking about that.
I do at lunchtime, Nancy.
What do you do at lunchtime?
Take a nap.
I wish I was a nap person. I can't take a nap. And then if I do take a nap, I wake up really grumpy.
Oh yeah, me too. But at lunchtime,
Did you see that little smarty pants Mary, what she said?
I came back to tell Rosemary to make that fabric hinge an expandable spine.
Oh my goodness.
Chicken bones?
Well, whatever kind of bone you have. I don't know what kind of bone.
Good night, Neva.
Good night, Deneva.
Oh yeah, if I take a nap on the weekends, yeah. Hey, Jar.
Is he coming or going?
He's clapping. He's haying. Hello, he's haying.
Hey, oh, look at all the paint on my
Mary
hand.
said good night again.
Oh, he just got here. Oh, okay. Cool.
Wednesdays and Thursdays, I don't get a nap
Yeah.
because I have meetings
She's
all
napless.
freaking day,
The whole freaking day.
starting at 7 o'clock.
Sometimes, ooh, Lucy can take a nap. 8 hours?
Heck yeah.
Whoa. Man, I couldn't do that. Okay, ladies, I'm the lost at what we're going to do because I thought this was going to take me a lot longer to do all these. But I also anticipated that this would dry quicker. Maybe we could decorate some of the pages here of the pullout. But they're just way too tacky to do that yet. Yeah, because they're sticking. I can't close those up, and I can't glue on them. Yay! Okay, so now what? What does the troop say?
What does the fox say?
What does the clock say? It says it's gonna be 9 o'clock.
I don't know. I dropped something that made a loud noise on the floor, but I can't really see anything around me that I'm missing, so I don't know what it was.
Oh no! Just as long as it wasn't jewelry, you're okay.
Show your new albums.
My new albums. Oh, okay. Wait a minute. Let's see. Where are those little puppies? Okay, the ones I have, a couple of them, they're really small ones. And I don't know if you ladies fully appreciate this, but for some reason, the smaller the things are, the more they cost. So, just so you know that. Oh, okay.
She didn't say sell them. She said show them.
I know what comes next. I've been around these ladies. I've been around them long enough. They don't want to see nothing. They don't want to get in their little grubby hands. Okay. Oopsie. And let me get this out of here. That's dry. I think too, because there's a lot of moisture in the air from the rain. It's a little humid. Okay, where's my little box? Okay. And see, this one's even, I think, well, I shouldn't say that. I was going to say it's too small to alter, but that's not true either. It's just that whatever you would put into it would be small too. Anyway, this is only 3.5 by a little bit over 5. And the spine is almost 1.5 inches. And it's torn right here. That's easily repaired right there. I mean, that can be glued down in 2 seconds. It does have its clasp. It does work. And it has these really pretty end papers. Look how pretty.
You put your dirty hands all over it.
It's not coming off. And this one has a few pictures in it.
Yay.
And this one's kind of, you see that. Now, what's very odd about this, I don't know if it did it naturally, somebody did it, they were going to do something with it, I don't know what. But obviously, this one here opens, this one opens, but then these right here are stuck together. Again, I don't know if someone did it, they dropped something on it, or they literally glued them together to start a project. We will never know. And then there's this picture in here. And then these two are stuck together. And then these 3 are stuck together.
What?
And then these 2 are stuck together. And then something very strange back here. And this right here is, I don't know, it feels like, I haven't tried to take it out because it feels like metal. I don't know if it's metal or what, because it's glued on the back. So it's just really weird.
Stick a magnet on it.
Oh no, you know what? It's not metal. It's just, I haven't touched it that much. It's these colors from it. It looks almost like being burnt, singed, which is weird because none of this is burnt or singed. So somebody put it in there like that, and it's writing. Let me see if I can even see what it says. I think this says Dorothy at 6 months. So there's a picture of a baby there somewhere. 6 months old. And what does this say? Harriet something. I can't make out her last name. Starts with a P.
Potter.
But then it says 7 with a Y. So there must be two babies in here. A 6-month-old and a 7-year-old. But I see absolutely nothing there. Look. Absolutely nothing. So it's really pretty weird. So I have no idea what anyway, it's a really cool little journal. It's really cool, I mean, it looks really cool until you see all the weird happenings inside. Anyway, so that's one that I have.
I did, Allie.
Close that up.
Dennis said at a certain angle you can see the heads, top, center, and left.
Oh, really? Yeah. That eluded me. Okay. Now this one is also falling apart. Well, these things are, most of these are like late 1800s. So you figure they're like around 30 years old, most of these. Okay, so this is a little over 4 inches and about 5.5. And the spine is about 1.25 inches. And this one also, the um the spine is all messed up. And this is a celluloid top. It has the closure. It needs to be you really just have to get like a pliers or something to reconnect that. It's just been opened up through the years. It could be workable very easily. And then there's a lot of cool pictures in this one too.
No, not buying nothing yet.
Now these look like they're old. These look not as old. I mean, still probably maybe, 30s, 40s, but those other ones could have been late 1800s. He looks like the 20s or 30s, his outfit. Now, I made up a whole story with that picture. I thought there is a cool picture behind that one. I mean, a cool story behind that picture. She's laying down on the grass and she's got her legs up in the air and it makes it look like she has bunny ears. That's what she looks like to me. I have giant bunny ears. Excuse me. I like this picture too. Babies.
Always the babies.
Hmm.
But how many of them are really alive?
Well, they're riding a bike. I think that one's a lie.
Oh,
That one's standing on the ground looking like, uh-oh, I didn't do that. I think that one's a lie. Bunch of guys. Look like fraternity brothers or something. I know, I'm just making up the story. Oh, look, it's got those tents at the beach that we did.
can't run past them.
I guess not. Oh, there's those two sisters. I don't think so. It looks like one is a statue. I think the one holding the bird in their hand is dead. It's a statue. I thought it was two sisters. It's not. I think she's at a gravesite or something.
Oh no.
Oh, this is down by the beach. That's cool. Seaside. I like this picture too. I'm that at, when I looked at it, I was imagining they're at some kind of a dance contest. Roaring 20s. This just looks like two grumpy people. These two guys look like they're from the Bowery.
The Bowery Boys.
And then that's it on that one. Quite a few cute pictures in there, I thought.
Yeah, it's cool when you get the pictures.
And I got this one. I don't know if I already had this one. I don't think so. No, I had one similar to it. That's right. One was similar to it. Oh, measurements. Measurements. The other one I had, it had two that was working. This one's broken. 5 by 6. And it's a little over 2 inches.
That's a big one.
Mm-hmm. And this feels like, it feels like leather.
Smell it.
And someone decided to draw in here. Some little munchkin. Okay. And somebody, I guess, that didn't know that everybody knew their numbers, they marked every page. So I think she's pretty. She looks very, I don't know, for some reason she looks Swedish to me. Don't ask me why.
Very old maidish.
Notice the numbers in Crayola, no less. So I think the little munchkin that did that also did their numbers, I guess.
Well, that sucks.
There's
Oh,
another baby. Guy dressed up for Halloween like Abraham Lincoln.
ugh.
Oops. Now this one's a tin type. So is this one. You can see here in the back. I think they ran the local insane asylum.
Something. That's a morbid couple.
And he looks like the shady guy that used to sell the elixirs that would cure women's problems. That's what he looks like.
Aureus or Dr.
Dr. Tannenbaum. And there you go on that one. I think the other two that I had, I think they're in the other. Where'd they go? I think they're in the other room, or or are they next door? Let me check real quick and see if I put it in the back room or if I forgot to bring them over completely, which is probably the case.
That's right, Janice. Pictures will be a lost thing. Or what's going to happen is they're going to find your stash and think that that's all their lost relatives.
I think that other one next door has got a pretty cover, and it's not here. I can't remember if I showed this one or not last time. Did I? This one was an empty one, but it was a leather one. Um,
Remember it or not?
I don't remember either because it's similar to another one that I did show. This is 2 inches by 7 by 9, and these do close. See that? Can't see what date that says. My eyes 18. Oh, what is that? 18. Maybe I can see it better if I have it on the camera. What does that say? 1860. Oh, I can't make out what it is. It's too tiny. 1867, I think. I think that's what it says. I could be wrong. Let's see. Now, the closer I get it, the more it gets unfocused. Anyway, there's a little thing up there. And then this one is empty. So this is a really good one to alter because, it has all its working parts. And like I said, the other one is next door. And I have another one that my friend sent me just yesterday. So it probably will be here, in the next day or so. Put this away. So that's about the scoop right now. Oh, there's one over here. I knew I had another one here. Hello. I knew I had one more. This is one of the ones when I said my friend, it was like, wait a minute, I already got one from her. Where's that one? I don't think I showed you this one. I'm forgetting when it arrived, to tell you the truth. I don't think I showed you guys this. You tell me. You guys remember everything. Did I show you this?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. I think that came since the last time I was on my live. Okay, so this one is 7, 12, about 15 and a half. And the spine is, oops, upside down, Rosemary. Spine is about almost 2, about 1 3/4, maybe closer to that. Anyway, so that's that, and this is a really nice celluloid. The actual cover is pretty good condition considering. The corners are closed like on all of them. That's the first thing to go. So the corner here, and the corner over here. And the back is so, it's got, again, the corners right here. And this part of the latch is missing. Just has the one part. And it does have the spine isn't torn or anything, but it's cloth and it's pretty flimsy. And I'm not going to be able to get it. Let me get this back in the box here. So as you know, it's got the what 15 so and so inches, but it's all empty. So they all have the spot for. So you can see two pictures.
That's huge.
Yeah, it is. Whatever this material they use, I guess it was ever used for, you know, bookmaking. This part always held. Everything else fell apart, but in almost any book you get, this is all going to be intact. The spine part to the photograph section. It never wore out. So that's that one. I think it's really pretty. I like the colors. It's I don't know what you would call it. It's not really a true pink. It's in the pink family or a coral. I don't know what you would call it, but it's a pretty color. And I don't know what I'm supposed to be getting the next couple of days. She doesn't give me pictures. She just goes, "I think you like it. I think you like it." And I'm going, "Oh gosh." Uh, so we'll see what the coming days bring. Okay.
So do you have like somebody out there just hunting these down for you?
Yeah, I have a friend that doesn't do any of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
She knows what I do,
Yep.
and she hadn't been feeling too well, like for about 6 months. She had different health issues, and they've been resolved, and she just feels so good. She's just running around all over the place looking at stuff, and and she says, "I don't need anything, but I love looking for stuff." So she got on the hunt looking for, because she goes, "Well, what are you up to now with your little shop?" And I said, "Well, we're going to do this workshop." And I explained to her what we're going to do. And I showed her some pictures. And she goes, "Oh, I've seen those in the past. I didn't know why people would buy them. Now I know why." I said, "Well, the average person doesn't buy them to tear them apart, but we do." "Well, okay, when I find some, if it's within a certain price range, do you want it?" And I said, "Sure."
Wow.
So, so that's what she's been doing. She's having fun doing it too.
Yeah, no doubt. It's the hunt. That's the best part.
That is the best part. That's right. Yeah. Well, ladies, I don't have anything else to do. Those things still feel very damp. Susan has had a very long, tedious day. So I think we're going to call it a night. A half hour early, Susan. Can you believe it?
And you can put your studio in half-ass order.
Yeah, I can start at least categorizing and putting I start all my studio part, you guys. All that wall that's over there, the wall I always go to. It's around, in this room, it's about 16 feet long, and it had different types of shelving attached to the wall, and then some drawers and stuff underneath. Took everything down, and now that stuff is everywhere where it shouldn't be.
Lisa has a question.
Yes. And so I bought those aluminum, freestanding rack thing majiggers. And so now I'm loading everything back up in an organized fashion. And I'm getting a big box of stuff that I don't want anymore. And um
Lisa wants to know, in your group, do you assign us the people we trade our flows with?
yeah, a matter of fact, I just posted everybody's partners
Good night, Pinky.
today. The swap goes up on the 8th of every month. And I leave it up for maybe about 2 days, and then I assign the partners, and then I list it there on the same listing where you could sign up. So I put all the partners in this afternoon, a matter of fact. So our next one will be the 8th of the next month. Alrighty then. we will see you tomorrow. Those things will be dry. We'll do a little bit of decorating on that. And then I will show you how I put the decoration in the front of that particular journal. And then we'll see what happens.
Awesome.
Wait, what? I need to read Facebook. I don't know if you're in that group. Terry, are you in my what's the name of that group?
The Trash and Flow and
Yeah, the Trashy Flowy journal people. I don't
Ebb
know.
and Tide.
Yeah. Yeah, over there is where we do some swaps. That was
No
my
theme month.
that was my other group before I started doing really before I started selling on Etsy, I had that group. And a lot of those people over there don't know that I have an Etsy shop and that I do YouTube. It's a funny situation. I still haven't figured that one out. Because someone said in the group, does anybody know of anybody that shows any videos about making journals?
Oh Lord.
I'm thinking, hello.
Have you
I
people ever been to YouTube land?
didn't say anything. I didn't say, I do.
Good night, Kathy.
I don't even think they've heard of my Kaboodle kits. Because see, I don't advertise myself on that group. I don't let anybody advertise anything. Because I just want it to be just a group for you to go and get inspired to do artwork. And I didn't want it to be a showcase for selling stuff. So I thought, well, if that's what I want, then I'd be a hypocrite if I sold my own stuff over there. So they don't know about me. That's a whole other group over there in La La Land. Okay, guys, we'll see you tomorrow, same time, and
We'll be here. I hope you don't have no storms.
Yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think the worst is gone. I'm hoping.
Good.
Just rain. We're just gonna have rain for the next 24 hours.
Good.
Okay, guys. See you
All right.
tomorrow.
All right.
Bye.
Good night.